primary, and Mitt Romney was the sole candidate hitting the trail in the Granite State. As Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen reports, the former Massachusetts governor also picked up a big endorsement today.
3 weeks after their meeting in Houston, former President George H.W. Bush endorsed Mitt Romney for the GOP nomination, telling the Houston Chronicle, "I think Romney is the best choice for us. He has stability, experience, principles. He's a fine person, mature and reasonable, not a bomb thrower." Lest any interpret Bush's comments as a diss against Texas Governor Rick Perry, Bush added, "I like Perry. He's our governor, but he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. He's not surging forward."
I must admit this is much more important to me personally than even politically. He's a real hero to me and to my family, and I appreciate his support.
Newt Gingrich spent part of a second consecutive day in Virginia, finalizing the signatures and paperwork needed to secure his inclusion on the ballot there.
People say to us that we don't have organization. That's not true. We have a tremendous amount of organization. It's just that we have a people-based campaign, not a money-based campaign.
Yet Gingrich, who also touted a new website about pets, failed to corral Romney into a one-on-one debate, which Gingrich had sought to rebut attack ads being run by Romney supporters.
But until it's narrowed down and other people are no longer part of the process, and hopefully if I'm still part of the process, I'm going to keep respecting the others and keep debating on the schedule that we have.
The latest Rasmussen Reports poll shows 45% of likely Iowa caucus goers remain undecided, and that these procrastinators tend to split evenly between Romney, Gingrich, and Perry. Facts that suggest Perry is indeed receiving a second look from voters. With Ron Paul's ascension into the top tier in Iowa has come greater scrutiny of his long record and a new edginess on the part of his staff towards journalists traveling with the campaign. Some are now being asked for questions in advance and being told to stop recording at certain events. Megan Walker, director of Paul's Iowa outreach to veterans, gun owners, and homeschoolers, was even overheard asking some of these voters to sign non-disclosure forms. Paul himself had harsh words about America's treatment of detainees in the war on terror.
Just in rather recent history, we overdid it when chaos broke out in World War II. I mean, we had concentration camps for American Japanese. Round them up and put them in. I mean, that kind of attitude when the crisis build is it can break out again.
Published reports tonight say Governor Romney will close out the fourth fundraising quarter of the year in even stronger position, with a haul expected to top $20 million. This would put him on track to hit the $50 million mark for the year. As for Romney's refusal to debate Newt Gingrich one-on-one anytime soon, Gingrich said today that says a lot about him, Brett.
Okay, more on this with the panel. James, thank you.